Hi everyone, hope you're having a fabulous day. If you're new, my name is Chitra Moon. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about your physical beauty. Not only that, we're going to do a little remote viewing as well too, so I can better pick up on maybe more unique things pile to pile for each person. So you have four beautiful images in front of you. It doesn't matter if you're a man watching, just go with the one that really pulls you in. That's the one that's going to be your pile. So I'm going to give you 5 seconds to do so, starting now. Okay, so if you picked pile 1, let's get into your reading. We have cards first, and then we're going to do the remote viewing, so stick around. Stick around. Also, I am offering private readings at this moment. You can get a 10-minute reading with me for as little as $20, so please check the link for that. And also, if you'd like to see more readings from me, I do have a Patreon channel, so check out that as well. And if there's anything that resonates about this reading, do feel free to subscribe. By subscribing to my channel, I can better easily pick up on your energy when I am reading, okay? There's something that is quite magical about subscribing to the channel. I'm able to better pick up on, unique traits about you. So consider doing so if there's anything that, resonates about this reading. So first we're going to do the cards and then we'll do the remote viewing, okay? Let's talk about your physical beauty. We have... looks like a lot of balancing cards here with the 6 of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles. I'm not sure here. It looks to me like as if there's balanced features. There's very much a balanced look. Very feminine, I would say, with the Knight of Cups. Very romantic, but very good looking as well, too. Very sexual with the Ace of Wands, but there's an undertone here. So I'm not necessarily picking up that you would be like the loudest one in the room. There's a very much a softness. And actually, when I'm looking at the clock here on this card, there's an 11:11. So I feel like we have a person here who has very balanced features. And it could be very interesting. It could be that, your face is symmetrical. It could be that everything on your body is very proportioned. It could be something along those lines. But what's interesting here, and I know we're a little off topic, but with the Knight of Swords, it looks to me like you do worry a bit about your physical beauty. And I'm not saying that you wonder if you're good looking or whatnot, but I feel like there is, a need for wanting to know kind of what others think about you. So if you did click on this reading because you were genuinely really curious about what I had to say, that could be just what I'm picking up here. But I feel like here, it's a very romantic and, a very romantic look, very subtle look, very feminine, but with the Knight of Cups as well, too. This also makes me feel like whatever you're presenting to the public or whatever you present to others is very well received. 9 of Cups can really talk about like a desired outcome or, something that you would like want. So I feel like when we're talking about physical beauty in the eyes of others, it's very well received. So I think you've probably received a lot of compliments from others on your look. I feel like I'm sensing somebody who gets complimented quite a bit on things that they're wearing. Or, you look really beautiful today. You have, your hair is just wow today. Wow, that sweater looks excellent on you. There's something about being very pleasing to the eye. And it doesn't matter if you are, a little bit more eccentric with your look, this would still apply. And again, like stick around because I'm going to be doing remote viewing today, which is something I've never done. But, that will kind of further in detail pick up on specific things to the people who are watching. Because remember, this is a general reading and it's tailored, person to person. But there's a lot of you watching, okay? Now, with the moon, there could be like a hiddenness about your look. It's like almost like your look presents one type of look, but I feel like with the moon, there's a lot of questioning about what's underneath. Now, I'm not sure if you could just be maybe a person who likes to be classy or who likes to put, forth, like those types of people who are, they dress according to the event or according to the room. They know how to read a room. They know how to read an event. but I feel like your looks could be very different from the way that you dress. So you could be very sexy, but your dressing style kind of tames it down. So you leave people kind of wondering like, like what would that person look like in a different outfit? Like, I think there's a lot of daydreaming about that. So if it's like a romantic thing and men are looking at you, it's like, what would she look like in lingerie? Or what would she look like if we put her in like a dominatrix outfit? Something like along those lines. So I feel like, and this could be tailored to one person, but I feel like your clothes almost don't necessarily reflect the way you look. So you could be like a vixen, but you're dressing more feminine or like soft. Maybe I'm seeing pastel colors. I'm seeing beautiful fabrics actually. So if you're a woman who likes those Angora sweaters or those cashmere sweaters, that's actually, I love those sweaters. I mean, as a Taurus rising, I love everything that's soft, but like this is very pretty attire, okay? But I feel like with the moon, there's something of a hiddenness that you stir up because there's something about your looks that don't exactly match your dressing style. And hopefully you understand what I mean. Because you could look like, again, like a vixen or a person who people would want to like wonder, what would you look like in something different? Because you're really, really beautiful. But I feel like you're classy. There's something very feminine about this pile and romantic with the Knight of Cups, very romantic. And, with this girl on the front, she actually does embody that a bit. She has her purple hair. She has her, cat eyes done, but like her outfit is very, simple. So there's something here with that. And I feel like there has to be somebody out there that I'm picking up like this for. And as well too, there could be like something with like pastel colors. I'm seeing a ton of pastel colors on this card. So I don't know if you tend to like go with the more romantic type of colors, like the softer ones. I'm not seeing anybody here who's dressing up in like all black or like a gothic of any sorts. This is very feminine. So if you are a woman watching, which you most likely are, there's something romantic about your vibe, very romantic. And with the rainbow in the back, it's kind of symbolic as well too, because I feel like you're well received and I feel like you do get a lot of compliments. So with this one, there's very much an attachment to the beauty that's attached to the clothes that you're wearing. Now we do have, two cards here that show off, this girl's, behind. I don't know if you can see here. So there's something here about wanting to see what's underneath. So you could be a very traditional dresser. I don't know that I feel here anybody is dressing like, showing their boobs eccentrically or, wearing super, super tight jeans for the purpose of everybody seeing their shape, okay? I'm not saying that you don't wear tight jeans, but I don't think your intention is to show off your figure. I just don't think you care. So it feels to me like very effortless here, very effortless beauty. And I just feel like people want to see more. There's something about maybe the opposite sex or whoever's interested in you romantically wanting to know what's underneath. You leave a lot to the mystery. And with the moon, that's there as well too. So it's like, I just want to see what's underneath. I just do. But again, it's sexual, but it's romantic. And, with this one, you could also have a type of presence with your physical beauty that is just, I feel like, detached a bit. So you just, I don't know, like there's something interesting going on here. It feels very intricate because with the Knight of Swords, I feel like you do wonder, but then I also feel like you don't care to the same extent too. So maybe I'm just picking up on different people who are watching, but with this one, I'm getting very romantic vibes. Very pretty, it could be even like a girl next door type, but effortless. This feels like effortless to me. But you could have a great behind though. That's why we're seeing that here. I think when it comes to the opposite sex, there's something very round about your derriere and, no matter what you do, if you try to downplay it, it doesn't matter. People see it. And I feel like others feel very sexual towards you, but it's almost like romantic mixed with like mystery, something along those lines. Now I'm going to pick up a crystal. I've picked rose quartz for this pile. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remote view now and see if I can pick up anything else about the people who are watching this pile. Okay. Now, if the first couple don't, resonate, don't click off, I'm going to go for about maybe like 15 different things, okay? 15 to 20 different things until I just don't see anything anymore, okay? So let's remote view for pile 1 on their physical traits. Okay, I'm seeing beauty marks, especially on the face and maybe going down to the neck. Because again, with this pile, I just don't think you're showing much, but there's something very pretty about your natural beauty. So I'm feeling like I'm seeing like dots that could be either beauty marks, honestly, even moles to some degree, because I'll tell you, some people have moles and they're sexy. But there's just something that's natural that you have that's there that is just cute. It's very cute. It's very pretty. It's very unique. So I don't know if you have freckles, but also beauty marks or moles. Now, if you're a person who, I know there are some women who purposely put freckles on their face or do a mole. This can apply to you as well too. But if you have it naturally, even more so. Okay, so I'm seeing that. Okay, I'm seeing effortless hair. I'm seeing hair that is not taking a long time to do, or if it does, it doesn't look like it is, but it feels very beautiful and romantic to me. So I don't know if there's like a loose curl or something that you're doing with your hair that just feels like when others are seeing it, looks effortless. And I mean, good for you. So if you're putting work into your hair, but it's coming off, like the hair is just beautiful. The way it drapes your face, the way it even drapes your back. And again, I'm seeing like a loose curl. And guys, if you're wearing a wig, I don't care. This applies to you too, because throwing on a wig is effortless as well too, okay? There's just something very romantic about the hair and wanting to run my hands through it or like grab it, gently to some degree. Okay, I'm seeing clean lines, and we're talking about the clothing. Now, we can't talk about if you're wondering why I'm picking up on clothing, physical beauty goes very much to what we wear, okay? How we wear our hair, what we wear on our, bodies. It just goes hand in hand. So I'm seeing clean lines. Now, what does that mean if you don't understand that? I'm seeing like a very pressed look. It, again, looks effortless, but there's something very clean about the look. It doesn't look messy. It looks very tidy. And I feel like everything's matching beautifully. Colors are coordinating, but clean lines. So I just don't see like this person in pile 1 would ever walk out with like a ruffled shirt that hasn't been pressed, or like clothes that look tired. Sometimes if you hand wash them and they don't dry appropriately, like everything looks very prim and proper. And I'm talking about clean lines. That's something I'm seeing here. Like your stuff looks like maybe it always comes from the dry cleaners. Like, I don't know what you're doing. You could be doing this in your home, but that's how it feels to me. Like when others are looking at it, like you just look clean, very clean. Okay, I'm also seeing very beautiful arched eyebrows. And I'm thinking with this one, this looks to me like people could be doing microblading, or it could be natural, but there's something of a sprucing up. So if you're doing anything on your face, you're making sure your eyebrows are looking like on point. And that includes like, penciling them in, putting like that gloss on them so every hair stays in the place. But there's something that's very beautiful when we're looking at your face. The eyebrows are really standing out to me, really standing out to me. And I'm even seeing like maybe some people here who have like those thicker than average ones that are blessed with those thicker than average ones, because most women, we have to pencil them in. But this one looks like maybe someone who's grown them out or has never touched them or is really cool with like how thick they are. Because I'm seeing very, very arched, tailored eyebrows. Okay, I'm seeing long legs, very long legs. So I don't know if this is coming through like when you're wearing skirts or if when you're wearing shorts, but there's something very graceful about the legs. And this could be something of an attribute that you were very blessed with. And it could be even the shape as well too. The shape. People find this very physically attractive. Oh, wow, guys. Okay, I'm seeing very soft skin, very luminous, soft skin, and there's almost like a tone to it. So I don't know if there's some people who have picked this who have maybe tan skin or they're of a darker complexion, but there's something very beautiful about your skin. And if you are maybe Caucasian, there's very much like a sheer to it, but a very, and I don't know if you purposely make sure that yourself is, very, you put cream on your skin, but there's maybe even something that you're using that's adding like a shine to it. This is noticed. Very beautiful skin. You must take care of it. But there's something like that. And it reminds me of like, and I don't know if this is just a Canadian thing, but we have this place called Body Shop, and there's like these butters that you can put that really, not only does it hydrate your skin, it also makes it like have this nice sheer to it. So I'm seeing that as well. Okay, I'm smelling perfume here. Wow, guys, pile one, unbelievable. Like I'm smelling like you smell amazing. And I don't know if you tend to choose like more flowery scents, or like I'm seeing even like a vanilla or cotton candy. But it's like, oh my God, this person just like when they walk by me, they smell so good, like so good. I just want them to walk by me constantly. That's what I'm feeling. Like I'm smelling you, and you just smell divine. Like you always smell good. Wow. Okay. Okay, so I'm seeing like lips. The lips, this feels to me like there's a pout. There's something of a perfect pout, but this is also the perfect color lipstick. I don't know if you tend to go with the natural tones. This feels to me like more of that pastel look, like the natural pinks, but the mouth is like beautiful, and it looks like even when you're not even pouting, they just pout on their own. So this could be even like maybe a fuller lip, but this is very pretty, and people might be even a little envious of your lips too. And if you Botox them up, same thing. I don't care. Okay, we have to move with the centuries here, the time and space that we're in right now, and people do that. So I have to apply that as well too. It could be natural, but it could also be something that you've done. It's funny with the rose quartz. I feel like you are very into this color too. Rose quartz could be your favorite crystal, but it's like soft pinks, like pastels. Okay, I'm seeing a very fine gold jewelry. So I don't know if you tend to play up stuff with jewelry. I don't think you're a loud person with jewelry, but it could be that fine type of jewelry. I'm also seeing that as well. Very beautiful on you. And it could be those very thin necklaces that you wear that just add a little something. Yeah, this is the girl next door almost, like effortless outfits, effortless, very feminine. You could also be very feminine with your body language. So I'm seeing someone who's crossing legs at the appropriate time, very socially feminine, doesn't eat with the mouth open, knows how to eat, cutting the steak, accordingly. I'm just seeing a very proper feminine type here. And people really, I feel like, appreciate this. And I know that might sound a little strange, like people appreciate they do though, they do. And it could be maybe like the times that we're in when there could be some women who are moving towards more masculinity, like they kind of appreciate this kind of old school vibe in a way, okay? Now, I'm not knocking women who are, trying, want to be more masculine. Everybody's to each his own. But with this one, this feels very, very feminine to me. And I feel like people really appreciate this. And you could probably get like a lot of people who want you to meet people, like meet my son, meet this person. Like we would love to have you in our family. Like you are very well received with this pile. I would be shocked if you told me you weren't. Now just remember that not every reading I do can resonate with you. That would be absurd. Okay. So if this didn't resonate with you, just check back next week and maybe that one will. But with this one, this is ultra feminine, and there's something very intense about the pink. I don't know. I don't know if you like this color or if you tend to like pastels, but there's something about these this rock here, this crystal. I don't know if you love rose quartz. I don't know if you tend to put it in your jewelry, but there's something very, very ultra feminine and romantic about this pile. So that was your reading, pile one. Let me know what you thought, and thank you so much for watching. Okay, so if you picked pile 2, let's read for you. Before we do, a couple things to note. I am offering private readings right now. You could book a 10-minute with me for as little as $20. So the link will be in the description box as well. If you want to see more readings from me, check out my Patreon channel. I post a lot more there, and I do definitely do different types of reading. Also, if there's anything that resonates, consider subscribing. By subscribing, I can definitely more, tune into your energy going forward. There's something very magical about subscribing to the channel. When you do that, I tend to kind of be able to pick up more on your energy and your vibration when I'm reading. So consider doing that. Okay, so let's get into your reading here. We're going to look at the cards first, and then we're going to do remote viewing. Okay, so just stick around. If this is not resonating, maybe that will. Whoa, okay. There's something very, whoa, this is a lot. There's something a little abrasive here about your physical beauty. I feel like this is a pile who comes off as very sexualized. And I'm not, like, my eyes went right to this Knight of Pentacles card. Like, I don't know how to feel about this. I don't know if you see this here. He's literally trying to cut her hair. Okay, I think he's obsessed with her, and I feel like he's trying to cut her hair. And I just feel like you're very, very erotic looking, or you tend to kind of come off like you phase people is what I'm trying to say, okay? Sometimes I get choked up by certain cards that I see, so just be patient with me so that I can get my words out. There's something very unique here. This is like a type of beauty that is, it hits you. It hits you, but it also makes you kind of like gaga in a way, okay? And I'm not talking about Lady Gaga. I'm talking like you could literally go nuts with this type of beauty because she's not just beautiful, she's also like, it's just, it hits you. It hits you and you just don't know what to do. Like you just almost feel like you're not possessed, but like obsessed, okay? And I feel like with this one, I wouldn't be surprised if both men and women were attracted to you. These are very highly sexual cards. So with the High Priestess, you could be very watery. And I'm not saying that your sign is water, but you could be like having this presence where it's like a je ne sais quoi. You walk in and, I'm looking at you. I'm not even sure why I'm walking. I'm not even sure why I'm looking at you. I can't stop looking at you. Now, I've had this with other females. It was not even like a gay thing. I just couldn't stop looking at them. There's something of a mixture with energy here and beauty. So you're not just attracting people with your physical beauty. There's something of an energy happening as well too that surrounds you. It could be your aura. But with the High Priestess, this feels to me like, just give me a moment. I'm trying to find the words. Like mystifying. This feels like a mystery. Like I'm attracted, but I don't know exactly why. Because with the Two of Swords sitting next door, it's almost like I'm so attracted, but I don't know why. Like you're hypnotizing. That's the word I wanted to get out there. With the High Priestess, and especially with the Devil underneath, you're hypnotizing. Now, if you're wondering, like if this is resonating with you and you're wondering like why this is happening, I don't know that I can explain that in this reading. But it's energy mainly, okay? It's mainly energy, and this could attract a lot of enemies as well too. So if you are a female who's watching and, this is kind of fitting the description of you, don't be surprised if you've always had problems with women, because I feel like your stuff is effortless, but you could also be a bombshell here too. Like you're actually going out of your way maybe to even do this. So this makes me feel like maybe you've done some things to yourself to make yourself, a little more attractive than you already are. But I feel like there's competition here. I feel like with your physical beauty as well too, with the Knight of Pentacles, it's almost like you have everything. You have everything. You have it all, or you come off like that. So this could be that maybe, everything is intact. You're just, blessed in, the body, the hair, the face, yada, yada. You know how to work it. Interesting with the Magician here. I feel like you can take on many different personas. So this makes me feel like maybe you could be very experimental with your dressing style. And it's funny with the High Priestess and the Magician. I'm not sure if you're very spiritual as well too, but I'm also seeing those other type of people who tend to incorporate religious type dressing into their dressing. So what do I mean by that? Let's say you are, and I don't know if religious is a type of word I want to say, but what I mean by that is, you ever see some people who kind of wear chokers, or they'll wear like a cross in a certain way, or they'll be like very gothic, but I'm not saying that you have to be full on gothic, but you're incorporating it somehow. There's something of intensity here with your look. And you could also, with this pile, be like maybe even a different culture to some extent. So it's like, or even if you're not, you tend to look like, you know, very cultured, and people are always maybe asking like, what is your culture? Or maybe people like ask a lot of questions about you. Maybe you find that, like, why are they always asking me questions? Like, you are a juicy peach here, but I'm gonna say, like, this feels very sexualized to me. I mean, look at this card. He wants to do things with her mouth. I mean, this guy is just like trying to govern her. He's trying to govern her. And then this guy is trying to cut her hair off. Like, what the heck is going on here? Maybe you guys understand what this is, but this just feels to me like, you know, very sexy. You know, I'm not really feeling here like girl next door. And I'm not saying that you're dressing overly sexy, but you could have a sexy look. So it could be the way that your eyes look, you know, with your face. You know, you could have maybe more of a slanted eyes. Again, you could be very, like, it could be an ethnic culture here that people have never seen before. You just look like that person who I want to, like, you know, experiment with something in a way, you know, like you drive people crazy with your look. Like, and again, I feel like you invoke sexual feelings out of them. This is your above average looking female for sure here. And I hope to God you're not going to sit there and say, I'm not beautiful. Don't say that. Eye is in the beauty of the beholder. There's something very intense. And if you look at her too, like, she does look intense. She has eyes that pierce right through you. You know, she has a very low cut top on. So maybe you know how to work your, you know, your look, or maybe you are not afraid of showing off your body. It could be that as well too. Like, this is a woman, if you pick this, who is quite progressive with your look. Okay. You know what works for you. You've already reached that point. Maybe you're not afraid to experiment as well too, because her hair is green. And I'm not saying that your hair is green. I'm saying that maybe you're not afraid to, like, you know, do different things with it. You know, change up your look from here to there. But this is like with the Magician, it's like very beautiful, and the body could be very beautiful as well too. But I feel like with the Magician, there's something of like a change up here. So I don't know if like you're changing your hair every day. You're shocking people. Like, you come off like, maybe people say, I don't know what this person's going to look like tomorrow. Like, they're just changing things up. And it's funny with the Seven of Swords too, because I feel like you could be, your physical beauty could be very breathtaking, but also very copied, very copied. So you could be an original with ideas or whatnot, but I feel like people steal things, you know, steal your image. This has happened, you know, I don't know how much you guys know about Vedic astrology, but this happens a lot with Danishta Nakshatra. I don't know if you know about Vedic astrology, but they're, you know, I like to say those type of things because it could resonate with one person out there. But I find Danishta Nakshatras, when they have the moon in this nakshatra, they get their image stolen a lot. They might even be like taken out and replaced. Okay, this happened with Marilyn Monroe. This happened with oh goodness, Gia Karanji. This happened with her. They replaced her with that Crawford. What's her name? That model. Oh God, I forgot her first name, but something Crawford. Okay. This feels to me like that. Like, you could be, and I don't know why this happens. We're not here to read on that. It just feels to me like someone who's very blessed with beauty, but also their energy is doing something. And it could be that maybe with the High Priestess, your beauty is almost like given to you, but it's almost like sometimes you feel like a curse in a way, because people are reacting to you in certain ways that you don't want them to. Again, I feel like with this pile, I'm not surprised if a lot of people are in love with you or a lot of people want at you. Now let's get into the remote viewing. Okay. Now don't click off if one thing doesn't resonate. I'm going to be trying to pick up between 15 to 20 things. Okay. Now I chose the obsidian for this pile, and I just did this right now because I felt like with this one we needed obsidian. Obsidian is a great crystal for protection. I feel like sometimes you feel like you need protection in your life because of how others react to your physical beauty. I don't know, that could mean something to you. Okay, let's go now. I'm gonna tune in. Okay, so I'm definitely seeing slitted eyes, cat eyes. You know, the eyes are very expressive, and the eyeball itself could be very, very penetrating. So when you look at people, people feel it. It's like you pierce right through their soul. I'm seeing very full breasts. Now, I don't care if you have implants. I don't care if you are smaller breasted, chested woman. They're very full. Like there's something here about having great breasts. And I don't care if you've had 3 kids. It doesn't matter. To others, like you have very nice, very nice chest. Okay, I'm seeing a slim waist or an hourglass figure. And I don't care if you have, I just have to put this out to many people because people tend to kind of, click off if it doesn't resonate completely with them. But with the hourglass figure, it doesn't matter if you have a couple rolls. There's just something very beautiful about your waist or the hourglass figure with you. Everything is very voluptuous, I feel like, with this pile. But even if you're a thinner person, you tend to kind of have more, I would say, weight in your chest and your behind. Okay, I'm seeing dark, thick hair, but I'm going to say thick hair, period. There's a thickness here, and it almost feels like, to me, like, funny. Like it's a beautiful mane. I don't know if there's like a lot of Leos who picked this pile, but I'm not saying that you're a Leo. I'm just saying like there's a thickness, and it feels like it's not exactly the hair as a whole. It's the strand. We have thick hair here. It might even be so that like when you wash it, it gets curly, and it gets very curly. So I could be picking up on darker complexions here, or people who have an ethnicity here, because I am seeing an ethnic vibe. And I don't know if there's Spanish women who are watching or even Black women, but this feels to me like there could be a lot of women who pick this pile who are of like a darker, even Middle Eastern or Indian. But I'm feeling like it's thick, and I'm looking at the strand. Okay, I don't know why I'm seeing Veronica from Riverdale. That's so funny. I'm seeing Veronica, and I'm not sure if I'm seeing Veronica because if you compare her to Betty, she's that vixen type. She's the one that looks like, compare her to Betty. Oh my God, like who would you want in bed? Okay. And it's funny because pile 1 was Betty almost. Yeah, pile 1 was Betty. This is Veronica. I'm seeing Veronica from Riverdale. That might mean something to somebody out there. Maybe one of you's like her as a character, but I'm seeing her maybe to represent like that vixen, or maybe that one that just, it appeals more sexually, okay, when you compare her to Betty. I'm seeing a tigress in the bedroom. I think people are looking at your beauty and they tend to kind of think like, what would that person be like in bed? You are that person they would want in bed. I'm seeing tigress. Tigress. Okay, not sure why I'm seeing the collarbones. That's bizarre. Collarbones or neck. I don't know if there's something very beautiful, and you might be like, I never thought that at all, or I never looked at that before on my body, but this is what I'm picking up from others, okay? There's something very beautiful about the nape of the neck or the collarbone area, and it could be like, I just want to touch it or like graze it. But there's something very beautiful. So I don't know if people are, when they're watching you from behind, they tend to notice that area, but there's something about the neck and the collarbones. and the shoulders, to be honest. So I don't know if you tend to wear a lot of crop tops or your shoulders are often exposed, but there's something very beautiful about that. And it kind of actually, if you look at her, she has that. See, she's showing all her neck area. She's wearing like a top that shows that off. Maybe you tend to show that off. Maybe that's something that you like. Maybe you tend to buy clothing like that. That could be for one person. There's a lot with the upper body and the back area. Upper body and back. That's very, very sexy and attractive to others. It almost makes me feel like just wanting to kind of look completely at the back of you, or see you without, a shirt on. Something along those lines. Wow. Okay. I'm not seeing anything else. No, I'm not seeing anything else here. So with this pile, and black could be very important to you as well too. I don't know if I picked up the obsidian too because you tend to kind of wear black clothing, but I wouldn't be surprised with this pile if you loved black clothing, okay? There's just something very deep here and penetrating about your look, and it's very seductive, very seductive. And I don't care if you're wearing sweatpants, you just always look very seductive. Interesting. So that was your reading, pile 2. Let me know what you thought, and thank you so much for watching. Okay, so pile 2, let's read for you. Before we do, a couple things to note. I am offering private readings at this time. If you check the link in the description box, you can see that first link there. I'm offering 10 minutes for as little as $20 right now. So get on that if you'd like to. I'm not sure if those prices will stay the same. Also, if you want to see more readings from me, check out my Patreon channel. I read a lot more over there, and I read on all different types of things, okay? Also, if there's anything that you resonates about this reading, consider subscribing. By subscribing, it allows me to pick up more intuitively on your energy when I'm reading. So there's something very magical about doing that. Going forward, when I am reading, I can better pick up on, your situation. So consider doing that. Okay, so let's get into this. Wow. Okay, pile 3. Whoa. This is the bombshell. Yeah, this is the bombshell. And there's something here about chutzpah, about, a presence. The presence here, I feel like with the 10 of Swords being the first card, like you literally kill people with your beauty. Like you kill them. You know that saying, you kill me? Like, someone was so fascinated by you and they're like, you kill me. Like, that's what it feels like. And the fact that the World card is here, like, I think to some extent. Kind of funny too with the Queen of Wands. She's the Spitfire. She's that, seductress. She doesn't have to do much. She can get you like that. Okay. She's funny. She's vivacious. She's popular. She's entertaining. She's happy-go-lucky. She is just a good time, good vibe all around, okay? And she could be blessed with, above average look, good features, okay? This is like definitely your Marilyn Monroe, okay? 100%. And this could be very natural as well too, what I'm seeing. But your look is very stunning. The fact that we have the Tower here, you shock people. It's like, whoa, and it could be that maybe they know you. But let's say there's like an event coming up and everybody's getting dressed up and they see you outside of work. It's like, wow, Deborah. Whoa, you look like unbelievable. Like you know how to clean up well. Like I think you know how to, I feel like, play up different looks. But when you get dressed up, that's when you're like really wow people, like really wow people. And I feel like with the 6 of Cups, it's very engaging. Like your physical beauty is very engaging so much that people want to move towards you. I feel like people want to, and you could be, a person who, always felt like in life, maybe your looks got you places. Okay. Let's not like pretend here, ladies. Okay. We know when we're younger or even when we're older. Okay. We knew how to kind of get what we wanted. Okay. A certain way with our looks. I feel like you get a lot based upon your looks. Like with this one, you're benefiting the most with your looks, okay? From your looks. But not just that, your personality as well too, because again, we have a Queen of Wands here. So she's vivacious, she's funny, she's you know, she's that one who's like the maybe even could be like loud in the room, but like she's laughing. She's just somewhere in a corner enjoying herself with a group of people, and you're just hearing her laughing. You know, she's it. She's it. And she could be very popular as well too. But with the Tower, I feel like you kill people, especially with the Ten of Swords. Like once someone gets a taste of you, I don't know that they can try something else. And with the World card, you could be famous for your beauty. I have to put that out there for somebody who's watching. There could be somebody who is literally famous for their beauty. And when I mean famous, I'm talking about famous in this day and age, okay? I'm talking about maybe you have 5,000, followers on Instagram because of your, beautiful photos that you take of yourself, okay? Maybe you are, I don't know, very well received because of how beautiful you are on some sort of social media. Now, with the Ace of Swords, there's something, again, that it's kind of making me feel like the Ten of Swords and the Tower here. There's something very direct about your look. So this could be like, again, like look at her, okay? She's not afraid to stand out. So it could be very like something particular in your physical beauty that really stands out. I feel like with the Ace of Swords, it's very sharp and like poignant. It's like, I see this person and I'm maybe seeing one thing in particular that's really standing out to me. And it could be like, honestly, your hair. Could be like your eyes. It could be, I don't know, your butt. Who the hell knows? But I feel like it's sharp. Like there's something very sharp about your features and loud in your features, even though, our features can't make noise. Do you get where I'm going? So this reminds me of maybe like, for example, and I'm not comparing you to her, but let's look at Nicki Minaj. Do you see how her look is very sharp? It really just hits you. Like everything is very clean lined, but like sharp. Like, when she used to have her bangs, it was sharp and her hair was sharp. Her outfits were sharp. Her eyes were sharp. Could be something along those lines. But it's funny with these side cards. Oh, goodness. I think... Wow. I feel like this is funny to me. I wouldn't be surprised if there were a few people who picked this who literally had sugar daddies and it was like effortless for them to have it, because I feel like men want to own you. Men want to own you. Do you see these cards? Like the King of Pentacles is literally like the sugar daddy, okay? Tower card here. This guy is with her. The guy in the back wants to kill the guy. I want to own you in a way. Like, I think people, really want to experience you, but also own you. And they could be wanting to do whatever it takes, Do you need money? Do you need this? Do you need that? But it's interesting with the Three of Swords too, because I feel like you could probably get a lot of married men. It's so much men, or it's so much people, so much so that you're kind of maybe even getting married guys as well too. It could be like that. But very well received with the Six of Cups, People want to get to know you, but I feel like you get a lot of things based off of your physical appearance. A lot of things. Now stick around, we're going to do remote viewing just to kind of pick up more specific things. But this feels very nice to me. And again, I think you're known for something. Or, if you were to have a social media page, I wouldn't be surprised if it was your beauty. Yes, you may be making a wonderful caption, but it's the picture itself of you that is getting like the followers. There's something of being known for this. Like you're so pretty that you're just like on the World card, like all eyes are on you. And you may be, with the Queen of Wands as well too, she can walk in a room and people will follow her. Like their eyes will follow. Maybe even time stops. The room stops when you walk in. And you're just like, what just happened? Like, why is everybody staring? All eyes are on you. All eyes are on you. There could be something very interesting about the hair, or there's a boldness about you. So maybe you're willing to like wear things that people wouldn't necessarily try, but you're a trendsetter. I'm a trendsetter. That's what I feel like. I'm a trendsetter and I'm trying new things, and how they look good on me. It looks good on me. It looks really good on me. I just don't feel like with this pile that you could just be like, wearing what everybody else is wearing. I think you're so wonderful that you need to kind of try new things or be that trendsetter. It's part of your personality as well too. There could be something about the nose here that is really nice. The nose. I'm seeing the nose for some reason. There's a uniqueness about this pile, and I think it's one particular thing that stands out about you that looks like nothing, nobody else has this. And it could be like even, you know, piercings, or, you know, the way that you wear your hair, or things that you're willing to try. I mean, let's be real here. We see it on TV, but in regular life, nobody usually tries everything. Everybody looks the same. Everybody's wearing the latest jeans. There's something about you that you try something with your look, and you're not afraid to kind of, you know, put it on. And it could be like accessories as well too. Maybe you're big with accessories, but it's a different type of look. Now let's try to see what we can pick up with remote viewing. Okay, so I grabbed the amethyst for you. I'm gonna see now. I'm gonna start. And don't click off, you know, if there's a couple things that are not resonating. We are going to try to do about 15 to 20 things. So let's just go here. Okay, I'm feeling with this pile that there could be a certain amount of people who are very naturally beautiful, but I have to acknowledge the people who might have gotten plastic surgery. There could be people who have picked this pile who have definitely accentuated their beauty with plastic surgery or anything like Botox or whatnot. I just feel like whoever picked this pile is very, very, very adamant about their physical beauty. They put a lot of pride into it, and they take a lot of effort. So this would be like not your person who's just going to walk out of the house with, you know, pajama pants on. This is a person who, it's like the world is a stage. The world is a stage, and anywhere I may go could be an opportunity. That's what I feel like here. Lot of sexual energy, but fun and spontaneous as well too. But there could be some fun and spontaneous type of outfits with this pile. I'm seeing like lingerie inspired outfits, or even like, this is going to sound bizarre. I mean, it could apply to one person, but I'm seeing like, how do I put this? Like employee type outfits. Employee, is that the right word? Like costumes that are kind of incorporated into kind of like, you know, your attire. So I don't know if it's like I'm wearing glasses, I look like a secretary, or if it's like I look like a militant, like a military sometimes, where I'm wearing the boots. I feel like we're incorporating a lot of different types of things, and it could be like an office outfit or something like that. Like it's like costume type. Weird. Okay. Maybe someone will resonate with that. I'm seeing bright hair as well too. Bright hair. Someone who's not afraid to experiment. This could be literally like clip-in extensions that are red, but I'm seeing color. Now, if you don't have color in your hair, don't click off. Okay. This is just for maybe a couple of people, but I'm seeing people who are not afraid to experiment with their hair. Very eccentric type of personality here. This could be even very Aquarius. I'm not saying you are, but there could be some Aquariuses who chose this. Even with your makeup, you could be eccentric. So this girl, she's wearing yellow lipstick. It looks really good on her though. Hell, you know, I wouldn't wear yellow lipstick, but on her, hell yeah, it looks good. Okay. Okay, wow. Okay, I just saw something and I'm like, okay, should I really say that? But there could be some people here, some women here who have like, are so beautiful that they like literally are on OnlyFans. And it could be, okay. I hope that resonates with somebody, because I literally saw hashtag OnlyFans in my third eye. So there could be some people who are making money off of this beauty, okay? They could be, and it could be, you know, good for them. Could be paying their bills, honey. No judgment here. And that could be why the World card is there. Okay, I'm seeing feet, beautiful feet. I don't know if you like to wear ankle bracelets, but there's something very beautiful about the feet here. We're taking very good care of our feet, but I think people like your feet. And I don't know if that's, I know a lot of people, I've heard a lot of people who do that on OnlyFans. I don't know, that could be something out there for one person. Yes, again, I'm seeing the glasses. I'm seeing glasses, secretary look, or maybe wanting to wear glasses who don't even need them. Maybe you wear glasses and you don't even need them. High heels. I'm seeing 5-inch high heels. Holy moly. Good for you if you can wear those. I don't know if there's something about the high heels. You're known for that. or people are like always complimenting you, like, how do you even wear those? But just like always done up somehow. I'm seeing wig. I'm seeing wigs. Not sure if you like to play around with those, but that could be a part of your physical beauty that people find very, stunning. Is like you're just playing it up, trying new things, or maybe you just wear wigs and it's like that could be like the thing that you change up. Okay, I'm seeing jewelry, accessories, lots. I'm seeing like big, thick bangles or like a multitude of like bracelets, or I'm seeing chunky earrings. Yeah, chunky earrings, something with earrings and bracelets, or even like thick necklaces. Okay, there could be something also with the hair for some of you who have the pixie haircut or short. And this could be very daring. Like maybe people don't wear this hairstyle. Not many do, but it looks good on you. Yeah, I'm seeing that dressing up and character thing. And that could be something you do in closed doors. I don't know, but I feel like you also can incorporate it into kind of like what you're wearing. There's just bits and pieces maybe throughout the outfit, and it could be even like a plaid skirt, something along those, like the school girl. I don't know what this is, but I have a lot of charisma. You have a lot of charisma with this pile, and your physical beauty is striking, so much so that you kill people with it. Okay. Wow. Pile 3, that was your reading. Let me know what you thought, and thank you so much for watching. Okay, so if you picked pile 4, let's get into your reading. But before we do so, a couple things to note. I am offering private readings at this moment. It's the first link in the description box. You can get a 10-minute reading with me for as little as $20. Also, if you like my readings and you want to see more, check out my Patreon channel. I read a lot more there. Also, if there's anything that resonates about this reading, consider subscribing. By subscribing, it lets me and allows me to better tune into your energy when I am reading. So there's something very magical about subscribing, with cards when we're doing tarot readings. So consider doing so if there's anything that resonates about this reading for you, or if you enjoyed it. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. We have 2 women showing up here. Interesting. So we're going to read the cards first, and then we're going to get to the remote viewing. So stick around for that if you don't feel like this is, resonating with you. But wow, this is 2 very strong women here. Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Swords. Your physical beauty has a lot to do with, I feel like, your energy or what you're exuding through your physical features. So this makes me feel like a person who is, could be a little detached, but also very well respected. So Queen of Swords always makes me feel like that person who, she's straight-faced, she's not giving too much, she's a little aloof. She could even have a little bit of like a face that is like kind of serious, but like not very smiley. She could have resting bee face. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, she could have that. She could be very into herself, but not in a bad way. And then the Queen of Pentacles mixed with that could be like how you exude yourself outwardly. So this could have a lot to do with what you wear. I'm just feeling like you're a winner. You're very in tune with yourself. You're very pleasant. With the Ace of Cups, you love yourself. Your beauty is shown through how you are to others or how you carry yourself. Wow. And the aloofness, the reason why I said aloofness comes from the 8 of Cups for me. It's like, I don't know. Like, I just don't know that with this group, you can get much, with flattery. Like, this is a very serious person. This is a person who is, they're attractive, but they're attractive because of how they feel about themselves. And it could be a little bit of like a hard to get energy. So I'm allured or I'm pulled in because they're making me work for it a bit, with the Star, this is a very magical energy. This could be even talking about, how do I put this? Let's say you're not saying much, but there's something that's very attractive about you. It pulls me in. This could be very representative of your energy with the Star. I I'm pulled in, I'm gravitated, but I'm also not getting much vocally from this person. Now, looks wise, I feel like you could be a classic beauty, but the features could be very neutral to me. I wouldn't say that there's anything that stands out particularly about you, but the energy is more stronger here than the physical presence. Now, maybe that will be understood by some of you there. I'm pulled into this person because of their energy, but their physical attributes to me could be very pleasant, could be very balanced. And it could have a lot to do with maybe like what you wear with the Queen of Pentacles, but it could be a very earthy presence. You know, I'm not really seeing here that beauty that kind of comes in and just shocks the room with something that they're wearing, or they're the loudest one. Or like, let's say, with this one, very feminine. This is very neutral to me. Like, so your energy pulls you in, but like your physical features could be very, like, they're unique. Like everybody's obviously unique, but I feel like with this pile, how do I put this? Could be that people don't even know what to think about your physical beauty, to be honest, okay? I feel like with this pile, you know, I don't know that they think about your physical beauty. I think they think more about your energy. Now, I'm not sitting here and saying that you're ugly, okay? Or that you're not attractive. It's not like that. But I get this with a lot of people who people consider good looking. I mean, let's look at J-Lo. I wouldn't say she was like the most, like we can't compare her to like, I don't know, Marilyn Monroe, okay? Marilyn Monroe was like that bombshell where when she walked in, it was just her beauty that spoke, but you know, she wasn't, I don't know how to explain it, okay? There's something here about your status or what you have or the way that you carry yourself, like that smart businesswoman that kind of speaks more through this pile. Now, if I had to look at physical beauty, I would feel like maybe there could be balanced features. And I feel like, you know, girl next door, but this could be like very like Libran energy. And I'm not saying that you're a Libra, but Libras tend to kind of have that look. It's very subtle. It's very soft, but it's not loud. And that's what I'm feeling like. It could be that you are, you know, she's sticking out to me here. You see how she's very neutral in her appearance, but you see how her face is very kind of, she's turned away from him. She's kind of not giving him the attention. He wants her more because of that. That's what I feel like here. So your beauty is there, but I wouldn't say it's loud. So you could have very, you know, nice hair, a nice physique, but there's nothing I would say that really sticks out to me or makes me feel like it's shocking to others. You know, it's just very balanced features. So like your face could be like, you know, J-Lo, like that type of face where everything is very balanced, or but it's like soft. It's soft. But it could be a lot to do with like, again, like, you know, you're pulling people in because of like your respect, like the respect you have for yourself or the way that you kind of engage with others. And the energy I feel like is pulling me a lot in this pile as opposed to like the looks. And I'm trying to find my words. I really am trying to find my words because you're successful. And, you know, with the Six of Wands, that shows me that here. You know, with the Ace of Cups, you love yourself, but I feel like you're detached somehow. You're very detached. So I would say if someone had to describe your physical beauty, they'd say, okay, let's say your name is Jane. Yeah, Jane looks good. Jane looks great. But what's really pulling me on more about her is her attitude on life, or the way that she carries herself, or the way she leaves me wanting more, or I want to know more about her. You know, she doesn't give me much, but I want to know more about her. She's interesting to me. She makes me feel like there's something underneath there that I want to know, that she's not, you know, readily going to open up about, but I want to know more about her. It's something like along those lines. And with this, it's like interesting too, because with the Nourish Your Body with high vitamin energy, I think you're just really into kind of like your self-care, you know, how you are functioning, you know, inwardly. Like with this pile, this is a lot inwardly. I think that I'm going to end up picking up, the physical traits more with remote viewing. But with this one, I'm getting a lot of like inner beauty 100% with this pile. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because why would it be? Like, you could be the best looking person, but those people get cheated on all the time because they don't have anything going on the inside. With this one, like, you could definitely keep a man or keep somebody around you interested for, a long time, because you have a lot to say. You have a lot of knowledge. You have a lot to offer. People want to learn from you. Like, you're interesting and you're connected somehow with the star. So you could be a person who's very spiritual. And I'm seeing maybe even a person who, people who tend to be more spiritual, they tend to kind of like incorporate maybe like yoga into like their look. They could be very, and I'm feeling like a simple type here. I don't feel like with this pile, you tend to put much effort into like what you're wearing. I think it's whatever's comfortable, but you're appealing. You want people to kind of see you for the inner. You're not really trying to get people with the outer beauty here. Okay. This is all about intellect. What do you have to say in life? What do you have to say in life? Brains, beauty, intelligence. And I think with the Queen of Pentacles here, you're very about your own life, like you're nourishing yourself constantly. And you're just like, I'm gonna, get where I need to get, without, with my mind and my, education, something along those lines. And it's interesting because you got the Star again here and the Queen of Pentacles, and then you have the Eight of Pentacles. So I think with your physical beauty, it's very earthy to me. There's a lot of pentacle energy here. But if you look at these two women, they're very caught off guard. They don't really care. This one over here with the Star card is literally, trying to evolve, But I think people might feel to some degree like there's something under there. There's something under there I want to explore. Like, maybe you may not be the loudest one in the room or the most, whatever, according to society. But I still want to figure you out. I still want to get to know you. And I feel like with this one, you don't attract enemies with this pile. I feel like with this one, people are not threatened by you. They want to actually come towards you. And you might have a very good balance or a rapport with others that doesn't leave you in positions of being like, maybe stalked or competitive energy, where people just want out to get you. I don't think that they can mess with you. The Queen of Swords has a lot of regard for herself, but she's also very intellectual. Okay, I've chosen clear quartz for you. I think I want to go with the remote viewing now so we can pick up more on physical traits. So let's tap in here. And don't click off if the first couple don't resonate. I am going to try to do at least like 15. So let's just start with pile 4. I'm seeing a very educated person. I know that has nothing to do with physical beauty, but this is like your smart, sassy person. So you could be very physically attractive because of what comes out of your mouth, what you say. Highly intellectual person here, who wows people with their words. Okay, I got a challenge. Challenging. You are very challenging. Your energy is challenging. Like, you are a challenge. And I'm also getting like resting bee face. So physical beauty, I feel like people cannot read you. You could have resting bee face or a neutral face that people can't exactly read through somehow. So when it comes to your physical traits, I don't know that they have an opinion about it. I think they're more just kind of concentrated on trying to get into your circle or something, or get to know you. But there is like I'm seeing like a person with a straight face here. Like, doesn't smile too much or get angry. It's just very neutral. Okay, I'm seeing a unique beauty. Unique. You don't look like many people. You have a very, very unique look to yourself. And it could be one thing in particular that makes you very unique. Could be a nose. Could be hair. Could be height. I'm seeing height is interesting here. Could be very tall or very short. Okay, I am getting something with the dressing style now. So it could be that you dress to the nines, or you are, yeah, I think that's why the Queen of Pentacles is here. So you could have a lot of like high-end clothing here. And I'm talking about high-end, like Gucci, Yves Saint Laurent. Could be even like Prada. Like you show your physical beauty through like your accumulation of all of your clothing. So you do have, and this is why I wanted you to wait, you know, this, so you do have something with the physical dressing that tells a story about yourself before people meet you. They're like, wow, this person looks like they have accomplished a lot, or they have a lot. And it could be that everything is high end, what you wear. Okay, I'm seeing someone who's hard to reach, hard to reach. So I don't know if people, when they're meeting you, you're just very distracted, or you're not making eye contact, something along those lines. That's coming out at me. Okay, I'm seeing someone who's walking. Your walk is very beautiful. And if you've ever had any men tell you that, this would be validation that this is your pile. There's something very beautiful about your walk. And you could be a person who is, it's very unique walk, but very grounded in the earth. So you could be earthy. I find earth signs, they walk a little heavier, okay? I have a Taurus rising. I walk very hard. I've never been able to be like one of these little tiptoers. And it could just be around the house. That's just how I walk. Or when I'm coming downstairs, I'm making like loud noises. I don't know. Something unique about the walk. I'm not saying that you're walking loud, but it's unique. Okay, I'm seeing tattoos here. Tattoos, or even one particular tattoo that means a lot to you. There could be something that people notice about this, and it's very special. Maybe you tell them about it. But there's something unique about a tattoo here that represents your physical beauty. It's special to you, and it could be placed in a certain place. I'm seeing a respectful person, like no BS, no nonsense here. So this makes me feel like straight-faced. I just don't know that I'm seeing a very smiley or open and, you know, person who's like, yeah, come on in, get to know me. I'm just not feeling that here. Okay, I'm seeing very beautiful hands, and there could be something with rings. So I don't know if you have a ring that is maybe even like your engagement ring or your wedding ring, but there's rings that stand out to me, and it's causing me to look at your hands, which are quite beautiful. But I don't know if the rings weren't there, I would look at your hands. So I feel like I'm seeing two in one here, where there's something about beautiful rings that then lead me to look at your hands, which are quite beautiful. And they look to me like they could be, you know, very manicured. This is very, you know, put together person here. So everything is on par here. Again, the nose. There's something very unique about the nose. It's very pointy, or it could upturn, or it's the best feature on your face. Okay, your outfits have an energy of their own. Your outfits have an energy of their own, and I think they're very well put together, but they could be expensive as well too. Your outfits are telling a story about you before you even get to kind of open your mouth. So I'm not sure if you're aware of that. Maybe you do that on purpose. I'm not sure, but that's kind of what I'm seeing with this pile. So I know this pile was a little more intricate than the other ones. Hopefully you understood where I was going with it, but this was your reading. Let me know what you thought, guys, and thank you so much for watching.